Hi everyone, I am your course tutor Mathilde. Welcome back to our session. Today, we'll learn about the STAR technique, a powerful method to answer behavioral and competency-based interview questions. So let's get started. First, when do you use the STAR technique? The STAR method is best suited for behavioral or competency-based interview questions. Normally, the questions start with, "Can you give me an example of?" "Tell me about a time when." "Describe a situation where." These questions are designed to assess how you've handled situations in the past to predict your future performance. By using the STAR technique, you can provide structured and compelling answers. What is STAR? Let me break it down for you in the simplest way possible. STAR is a structured method to answer interview questions clearly and effectively. Each letter represents a step in your answer.
S
For situation, set the scene by providing the context. Where were you and what was happening? T for task. Describe the challenge you faced or the goal you were aiming to achieve. A for action. Explain the specific steps you took to handle the situation. Focus on your individual contribution. R for result. Share the outcome. What did you accomplish and what impact did your actions have? Think of STAR as a storytelling framework. It helps you organize your thoughts, keep your answer concise, and showcase your skills in a way that's easy for employers to follow. By using STAR, you can confidently tackle any competency-based question in your next interview. Here's an example of how to using STAR technique to answering interview questions. Question: Can you tell me about a time when you worked under pressure? Let's answering the question in STAR structure.
Situation. During my final year at university, I was tasked with completing a group project while preparing for my final exams. Task. As the team leader, it was my responsibility to ensure the project was submitted on time and that everyone contributed equally. Action. I organized a meeting to divide tasks based on each team member's strengths and set clear deadlines. I also created a shared calendar to track progress and stepped in to help with the analysis section when a teammate fell behind. Result. We successfully submitted the project a day early and received a distinction. The experience taught me how to manage time effectively and lead under pressure.
That's the STAR technique in action. Notice how each part of STAR adds value and flows naturally. Great job watching the video. Now it's time to put the STAR technique into practice with a quick and interactive task. Here's what you need to do. 1. Choose one competency-based interview question from the list we shared in the session, or think of a question you've been asked before. 2. Draft your answer using the STAR template. Describe the situation. What was happening? Outline your task. What was your responsibility? Share your action. What steps did you take? Highlight the result. What was the outcome or impact? 3. Once you've drafted your STAR answer, submit it for peer review to get feedback from your classmates, or schedule a session with your career coach to discuss and refine your answer further. This task is your chance to practice and perfect your storytelling skills, so take your time and be specific with your example. You are a STAR. We're excited to see your responses and help you shine in your next interview. Good luck!